JB. Welcome to Photo Critic TV, episode 24. Welcome everybody. If you don't know, what we do here is critique photographs. www.photocritictv.com. Go to the website, click to submit. I'll have a look at your photograph on camera online. Dead simple, folks. It's totally free. If you're interested, have a look at my portfolio, www.dgbworldphotography.com. Let's get into it. Episode 24. Stell and Lucy. Welcome back, Stell, and welcome to for the first time, Lucy Collingridge. Okay, let's do Stell's photographs first. Okay. Stell, from Frankston in Melbourne, shooting with a Canon 40D and the 70-40L Canon lens. So, Stell's got 3 photographs, and okay, let's get into it. The first one, Stell. Awesome photograph. I don't really know what to say about this. Compositionally, it's great. Good lines going from left to right. Good framing. Is there a black and white conversion? Yeah, I think there's some kind of sepia/black and white conversion, and I think it definitely works well here because the piano keys really stick out. Great. That's what we want to bring the viewer's eyes attention to. We can see a little bit of the, what would you call that? Music book? Aaron.
What am I looking at?
What do you call that little note, that thing there?
Sheet music.
Sheet music, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. And the sheet music. So our eyes go to the sheet music, our eyes go to the piano keys, and we can also see the really nice motion blur that you've captured. So very appropriate title to, what did you say it was called? Piano Mad. Yeah, I mean, you can tell this he's obviously going crazy on the piano here. Nice photograph. I can't think of anything bad to say. I really like it. Nice work. Nice work, Stell. Let's go to the next one. Stell, so this photograph, so you try and take a photograph of a seagull here. This is what I think, in this particular case, there's 2 things. Okay, well, first of all, the seagull is very sharp. That's great. Actually, to see, if you took that with the Canon 17-40, then you've done quite a good job because that's actually like a wide angle lens, so nice one. But I'm finding here the positioning of the seagull is just not quite center and not quite on any of the third lines. So I always go on about these third lines, but they are the lines that make the photograph more pleasing to the eye. I would have positioned that seagull differently, probably more to the left in this case. Or actually, this is what I would have done with this photograph, okay? This lamppost that you've got in the background, I would have not even included that. So, taken that out of the image and tried to capture the seagull on the right-hand side of the image so that we can see the space that the seagull is flying into. So it kind of adds a little bit more interest to it, and also you're simplifying the photograph. That's probably about it, but the lighting's really nice. But have a think about the composition there, Stell. Thank you, Stell. Keep submitting. No problems there at all. Actually, I think you're in like one of the first, maybe 5 even. So thanks for coming back. Appreciate it. Photograph 3. This means it's your favorite time of the episode. It's when we go to Aaron. OTB on photograph 3. OTB stands for off the bat. We get Aaron, never seen this photograph before, to give us an off the bat comment on a photograph he's never seen before. So Stell, like I said to Helene in episode 23, get your pens out. This is where you need to pay attention. Aaron?
Yep.
You're well?
Well as can be, I guess.
How are you enjoying the hot weather at the moment? I've got a nectarine right here. It's good, you want one?
No.
Why not?
Fruit's against my religion.
Pardon?
Fruit's against my religion.
Why is that?
You questioning my religion?
What do they say about it in your Bible?
Don't eat it.
Okay. Now, you ready for this?
Yep.
Where's that? I need some more of my nectarine. Now, do you need another holiday or not? Are you good? You good at the moment?
I'm good for one more episode. And then I need a break.
How long for?
The minute to be nice.
So you want to come back? You want to take a break from 24 to 1 million? That's ridiculous.
Well, it depends on how many episodes.
What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to find another Aaron?
You're right, there's only one.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll just put an ad in the newspaper then. Okay, fine, I'll find another Aaron.
Are we going to get to the photograph anytime soon?
We're going to get to the photograph. Here we go. Stell, Aaron. You ready? 7
Yeah.
seconds. OTB photograph 3. Beyond the frame with Aaron. You got 7. You got 7 big ones. You want the pad? Take the pad.
Looks like yours.
Looks like mine.
Yeah.
Looks like my photograph.
Mm-hmm.
As in, like the post-production work?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you're trying to say that Stell's copying me?
Yeah.
How do you know that Stell's never seen any of my work?
Maybe you're copying her.
Sorry, Stell. This whole time I've been stalking you, and I found your work, and I've been just copying the hell out of it. I'm really sorry. Aaron, I think what Aaron's trying to say here is, in a lot of my photographs, and I think this comes from my post-production work, the skyline kind of has that look that your photograph here has. So, yeah, I probably actually agree with you there, Aaron. Yes, I think. Stell, this photograph. I think here, the first thing I really like is the light. The light is beautiful. Nice work. I think the vignette that you've used on this photograph, for those of you that don't know what a vignette is, this is where we darken the corners a little bit to kind of draw the viewer's eye into the photograph. Sometimes this happens it's just a characteristic of a lens, especially wide angle lenses, and Stell is using a wide angle lens here, so maybe that's a characteristic of the lens, but I actually think that you've added this vignette in post-production, and I think at the top it's a little bit too strong because you've gone full black in the corners, and I think it's a little bit too dark here. So that's okay, just you've got to use these things lightly, I'd say. Lighting's really nice, good post-production work and a good conversion to that kind of sepia-ish tone, but again, what would this have looked like in colour? I'd be interested to know. I think the angle that you've chosen here it's not the most glamorous perspective because these two wind sail things that are coming up here, they kind of take away from the building, and I think the building's a subject here, and these two sails, they just kind of get in the way. The first one that's in the front here, you can see the top of it kind of melts into the roof. The back one there cuts off the corner of the roof a little bit, so I'd probably have a look at that, and I would have probably shot this particular building from straight on, so that you could have those two little wind sail flag things equally spaced, so left and right. But still, really nice light, good time of day, whatever time, probably late in the afternoon. So as the sun goes down, great shot. Thank you, Stell. Let's go to Lucy. Lucy is from Cootamundra. Do you reckon I pronounced that correctly?
No.
Rural New South Wales. Okay, wait a second. How would you pronounce this? See there? Home city. You say it. Say it, Aaron.
Cootamundra.
So I did say it correctly.
No, you didn't.
Or you said the same.
I say it differently.
Oh, goodness, this guy's such an Aaron. Don't be friends with someone called Aaron. What kind of a stupid name is that? Who gave you that name? Is it your mum call you that?
Well, yeah.
Oh.
She thinks I'm cool.
I'm going to stop this chit chat with Aaron Luce. Lucy's shooting with the Fujifilm FinePix S5600. The good old point and click. I'm with you, Lucy. I am with you. My personal choice of point and shoots. Canon Ixus. All the way with the Ixus. You like the Ixus?
Love the Ixus.
Do you have one?
Yep.
Yeah. Which one do you have?
All of them.
Do you collect them?
Yeah.
You have a pink one as well?
Only the pink ones.
Oh, yeah. I thought you said you have all of them.
Yeah, I get them custom made in pink.
Okay. What colour's yours, Luce? Have you got a pink Fujifilm? I'd be interested to know. photo 1, my Akura. Okay, yeah, cool. So, Lucy, let me just read what you've written here. Theme. So the theme is black and white. It's cool. I love black and white photography. Here's some of my better photos. Hope you like them. Yep, I do like them. So, Lucy, the first one, really nice image. Very simple. I like the framing. What sort of lens have you used? No, it doesn't say because you're using a point and shoot. So you're obviously using the lens that comes with the camera. I actually would have thought that this was taken with a digital SLR because it's a very sharp image. Good choice in black and white. And I can't think of anything bad to say about this. The simplicity is great. The composition is good. Where the top of the hat, where that ends, is approximately on the right third line. Excellent. And also I guess where the brim of the hat starts, that's also roughly on the bottom third. So good composition, good light. Good shot. Next one. Lucy. This one. Okay, so this particular photograph is, again, nice light. But what I'd say is, I can tell that you've focused on the right area, which is great. You focused on that middle bit of wool, or whatever that is, that's kind of on the barbed wire fence there. But the background and everything else around it is kind of very distracting, and I think it makes that wool kind of meld into the background a little bit. So what we want to do is simplify. I would have used a lower depth of field here to try and defocus the background a little bit. Obviously you can't really do that with your point and shoot. I mean, you can try, but it's not as easy as doing that with a digital SLR. Kind of distracting environment, so I'm finding that my eye is wandering a lot around the photograph and not really locking onto what you want it to as the photographer. So, but what does bring my eye to it initially is the brightness, so that's good. Our eyes always go to the hot spots, contrasty areas, so nice one. But yeah, have a think about just trying to defocus that background a little bit and simplifying, removing distractions. This is the last photograph from Lucy. Lucy, this is my favourite one. I really like this. Now, again, I know that your theme here is black and whites, but I would have liked to have seen what this looks like in colour. Things that I love, very simple photograph. Simplicity is king. Very kind of, it makes me feel very calm. We can tell here that it's about the dog, your dog's experience. He's just kind of sitting there, enjoying the afternoon, not really, kind of adding to the simplicity and the calmness of the whole thing. It's a nice little portrait. We can see a little bit of his kind of profile, because the dog, I'm just going to assume the dog's a he, and he's looking to the right. Nice amount of detail in the clouds as well. The only thing I would have done is actually maybe I would have taken this photograph as a landscape orientation rather than a portrait orientation, just so we can create some more space so that we can see what the dog's looking into. Because it kind of makes me curious to know what is he actually looking at. But I really like it. That's a beautiful photograph. Thanks, Lucy. Thanks, Stel. Thank you, everybody. Keep submitting, guys. It's totally free. photocritictv.com. That's it for episode 24. I'll catch you next time.